What's up, guys? Mystery Motors here. This is a surprise emergency unexpected video here. This is our 2003 Ford Ranger 2.3 liter, you know, little XL, whatever, the fleet machine. We don't drive it too often. I hopped in it to go to the yard to get a piece for the Odyssey and drove great there. I get in it and naturally, you know, it's going to happen at the junkyard. I started up and it dies almost immediately. It just won't idle. You know, you give a little gas and it will run. I was able to baby it home. Luckily, this is an automatic, so it was a little, you know, a little painful popping it back and forth in between neutral and drive, and trying to keep the gas on to keep it running. But we made it back. Quick Google shows you a few things. So vacuum lines, you know, intake stuff, ignition stuff, which my ignition, you know, we got some stuff we got to clear out. But the other thing is the idle control valve, and this essentially, you know, you pull this off, there's two separate chambers, and it kind of decides where the air needs to go depending on, I guess, where it is in the rev range, idle range, not too sure. Regardless, super easy to pull off here. You have your crankcase breather, pop that off, two 8mm bolts, yank those off. Obviously your connector, super easy, pops right off. There's a gasket that, you know, kind of sits into the manifold here. Leave it alone. Grab you some brake clean and hold it just like it is. Spray in the top portion, let it kind of, you know, funnel through the bottom section, let it dry, put it back on, and I think it idles better than it ever has now. So it always kind of had a weak idle, but I just attributed that to it sitting for as long as it did when we got it. Maybe the Chinese fuel pump I put in it, you know, what have you. But evidently it maybe is this, and obviously we got a little something chewing on that, but it idles great now. Let's see if it still idles great. We've got 146. Nice. And that's a strong idle. I feel like it was never quite that consistent. And one of the things it would do is, like, when it comes, you know, you give a little gas and it comes off, it would kind of dip down, you know, maybe around 500 RPM, you know, where it kind of sputters a little bit and then it kind of rebound. But this seems very consistent. Excited to put some miles on it, see how it works. But if you have issues, your Ranger's not idling, check that out. Idle control valve.